Hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa. It's time to make it in Allieville day.
Hi, everybody! I'm Allie, and you're in Allieville. And like always, I'm very happy that you're here. Today, we are starting in the studio. However, there are no art supplies around. So, what do you think that we could be doing? Any guesses? Building a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Oh, you gotta put that one on the list. We're not doing it today, but we better do that soon.
Adding idea 4798 to ideas list. Build Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'll just tell you. What we're doing today is repotting one of my plants. Do you know what a plant is? It looks like this. I have lots of plants. Remember Fred? Fred, my plant? I introduced you to him before.
Hi, y'all. I just wanted to remind you to, take good care and talk to your plants. I really like it when Allie sings to me.
Well, I love him so much. But the truth is, I love all of my plants. And I have to take good care of them. Because when we love something or someone, we take good care of it and we nurture that love, which means I have to be very kind to my plants and give them what they need, like water and healthy soil and sunlight and love. And sometimes I even sing to them, hello, planty plant. Hello, planty plant. Good morning, planty plant. Good night, planty plant. Well, this particular plant is called a Monstera. Can you say that? It's kind of like monster. Monstera. And see how the leaves are so cool? It looks like they have little holes in them. Because they do! Sometimes this plant is referred to as a Swiss cheese plant. Can you imagine that? A plant made out of Swiss cheese? I mean, that's ridiculous. And pretty fun. This is very close to it. Now, my Monstera plant is growing out of this temporary pot. Temporary means for a short time. So, you know how sometimes our clothes start to fit very snug and tight, and maybe they come up too high on our legs, or we can't button them all the way anymore? Well, that's because we've outgrown them. And so what happens when you outgrow your clothes? Yes! You've got to get bigger ones! Which means I have to take my lovely Monstera plant and put it into a new home. Because just like we outgrow our clothes, plants outgrow their homes sometimes. And they have to have a new home in order to grow and keep growing. So I have a pot here. And this pot is beautiful. It's made from clay by my friend Amber. So I take my plant and then I put it in its new pot. And now we're done. No! It's not that easy. Hold on! I almost forgot to tell you something very important. It's not my birthday. October 19th, don't forget it. Plants? Well, some of them can be dangerous. If you ingest them, they can make you really sick. Or if you touch them, they can make you get all red and itchy and scratchy. So, make sure never to touch a plant unless you have an adult's permission to. Got it? Yeah? We're not going to touch plants unless an adult says we can! Woo! Thank you.
at all this luscious soil. Oh, I love it. It's filled with nutrients for our plant. So dirty. Ah! All right, I've mixed it all up. Now I have to cut away the plastic container from my plant. This can be a little dangerous, as I could cut myself, so I'm happy that I'm wearing my hot pink gardening gloves. Thanks, Mom! I do this very carefully so I don't hurt our Monstera. I can't wait to show you this. Look at the roots! Woo! So beautiful. So many roots, too. Okay, now I fill the pot just a little bit with our soil and then gently tuck in the plant. Now I fill up the spaces around the plant with fresh soil. Gently pat it down. Make sure the plant is in the center and happy. She looks happy to me. What do you think? A little bit more. And perfect. All right, here we are. This is my very own Room Zoom juice. Now, you might not know what Room Zoom juice is because you probably don't have any. It's a tiny little potion that I drink, and then it zooms me out of the studio onto the joy rug. So with my Room Zoom juice, I just turn this twisty little knob, and inside are these teeny tiny little bottles. And then I gulp it, and it takes it. Whoa. All right. Whoa. Okay. All right. Looks like I made it here safely. Everything's on. Hair's there. Name tag, yes. Okay, great. Well, welcome to the joy rug. So the next thing we've got to do is write in our big book of Big Book of Moo? No, that's not what it's called. It's called the No, it is not called the Big Book of Moo. It's called the Big Book Moo! Moo! Of course, moo! Moo is mooing, which means that we've got a question from one of you. Let's go find out what it is. Big Book of Think Moos. Hi, Moo! This is Moo! Now we get to take the letter out. All right, thank you so much, Moo! Thank you! He's so silly. All right, let's read it. Okay, there could be a lot of questions in this envelope. Let's see what this one is. Are you ready? Dear Allie, good beginning. Will you please make a show about summer? I like summer and I like drawing. So it would be great to have a show about both. Thanks, Allie. Your friend, Ray. A show about summer? One of my favorite seasons of the year? I also have 3 others. And a show about drawing. Well, I'll tell you what, Ray. I think that's a fantastic idea, and I promise that I'm going to work on that episode for you. So stay tuned. It might not be the very next one, but it could be the one after that. I have a feeling. Woo! If you want to ask a question like Awesome Ray did, then have your parents email me. Just let me know anything that you want to know. Well, thank you, Moo, and thank you, Ray. But now, it actually is time to go visit Dorzo and write in the big book of Moos. No, I'm just kidding. It's the big book of thank yous! Let's see what Dorzo's up to. Come on! Hi, Dorzo!
Oh, hi, Allie!
So, what's new?
I just finished my cooking class.
Oh, I didn't know that you were taking cooking lessons.
Oh, yes, I just made lasagna.
Ooh, that sounds very tasty. Are you going to share?
Oh, I'm sorry, I've already eaten it all.
That's okay. I'm pretty full anyways. Well, Dorzo, you know probably what I'm going to ask for, right?
Of course, Allie. The big book of thank you.
Yes, of course. You do such a great job at keeping it safe for me.
Oh, it's my most favorite thing to do.
Okay, let's take the feather pen out.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh,
Oh goodness, that's funny because you're made of feathers.
I know, it's so tickles.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh,
The prize possession.
have fun, Allie.
Before we get into the big book of thank yous, let's think about our day. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about Monstera plants and plants in general, and how sometimes we grow out of our clothes and our shoes so that we can become bigger and smarter and stronger. And plants grow out of their homes sometimes so that they can become bigger and smarter and stronger. But when you're taking care of them, you've got to be really careful and really gentle and put a lot of love into it. Just like all the people that love you. Can you think of something that you love a lot and that you want to nurture and help grow? You don't have to know right now, but it's a good thing to think about. It's always wonderful to be kind. I know what I'm going to write down, and it's going to be GROWT and H. So I'm writing down growth. I think that's a perfect way to sum it all up, what we learned today. Whew. I'm excited that I'm always going to be growing, whether it's in my heart or my mind or my body, as long as I make sure of it, which I will. Well, there was one thing I wanted to remind you. If you haven't subscribed to Allieville yet, please do. because we've got that awesome episode about summer and drawing that Ray asked for coming up. And next episode, I'm going to show you how to make your own Monstera. It's not going to be real, so it won't need water and it won't need sunlight, but it is going to be made with paints and paper and paintbrushes. And most importantly, your imagination. So yes, be sure and ask your parents if you can subscribe to the channel and have them hit that big subscribe button. Or maybe it's tiny. It's probably really little. And you can hit the like button too. And you can subscribe to the emails that we send out that say all the good stuff that's coming. But you don't want to miss the next 2 episodes. They're going to be spectacular. And if your parents ever film you watching the show, or dancing, or singing, or making a piece of art, or if you just want to talk about your favorite character on the show, you can always use the hashtag Allieville. Okie doke. I am going to quickly put the big book of thank yous and the feather pen back to Dorzo. Thank you, Dorzo!
You're welcome, Allie!
And now it's time to sing the goodbye song. Ready? Let's take a deep breath. Let it out. And go. We've reached the time to say goodbye. But what we've learned in Allieville is always by our side.
Hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa. It's time to make it in Allieville Day. Hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa. And each of us will do it in our own special way. Sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we wanna cry. Sometimes we feel brave, sometimes we feel shy. But Allieville's the place where we all can ask why. Our friends are here to help us, they're always by our side. Hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa. It's time to make it in Allieville Day. Hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa. And each of us will do it in our own special way.